To the white people who are thinking of wearing a blue bracelet in order to virtue signal to black people that they're a safe white person to be around that didn't vote for Trump, don't do that. The people who voted for Trump can see your videos. If your intent to help is actually true, then you will follow and engage with the platforms of black content creators on this app and listen when they speak. Actually utilize critical thinking when going over these topics, which is a conscious effort. We're not going to start fashion trends to make ourselves feel better about the shit that people with our skin tone do to marginalized communities. We're not here to make ourselves feel better about the racism that black people experience in the United States. You do not get to decide if you are a safe space for a person of color. They do. They are the only ones who get to decide that. And they will decide that based off of your actions. Period. A lot of you came out of this election more desperate to prove that you weren't one of the bad ones than helping the people who were hurt by the results. And that has to stop. And listen, I really do hope this sentiment to help is true, but if it is, then again, follow and engage with black content creators. Listen to what they say. Utilize critical thinking and learn. Do better.
Why is my For You page filled with discussions of blue bracelets? And I can understand the concept, but I also understand all of the videos that I've been watching from BIPOC women stating that it's performative. Because the women in my community, I don't need a bracelet for them to know that I'm safe. First of all, I am so proud of the state that I live in, because not only did we vote to protect reproductive freedoms and enshrine that in our state constitution, we also made history with this election by voting the first ever black woman senator to our Senate seat for Maryland. And that I am insanely proud of. And I can say that because I am a member of the community. I had been involved locally, canvassing and promoting and working with the women and the men in my community locally to make sure that change happens. And that's what all white women need to be doing. If you want to make a blue bracelet, then make a blue bracelet. But that doesn't mean that you're safe. What means that you're safe is if you are getting involved. If you are promoting and working hard and fighting hard to make sure that change happens, to fight for the equality of everybody by working with your local governments to make sure that you are electing voices that will promote those things. And that is the work that needs to happen. When we say that we are going to do something, your actions better speak louder than your words or a bracelet you wear on your wrist. And I think that's the point that we need to be making. I'm not speaking against it. I'm just saying that we need actionable things to happen. That is what I'm saying.
At what time of the day do you start becoming a smartass?
When I wake up. 5 thoughts that came across my mind when I found out those people created these blue bracelets. Number one, whenever those people do something nice or thoughtful, it's never genuine and it only benefits them, not you. Number two, when it comes to black people, they will always do the bare minimum because they know that's all they need to do. You know, the same way y'all invite them to the cookout just because they know how to dance or say some black lingo. Number three, they will always find a way to profit off of our pain. Number four, They were able to come up with these bracelets because we've always accepted crumbs. And that goes all the way back to slavery. When we were slaves, they used to give us the scraps of their food. And lastly, they would rather make bracelets instead of holding each other accountable for being racist.
This message is for the 45% of white women that understood the assignment, and that 45% only. Listen, I understand you all may be feeling some emotions that you may not be familiar with. A sense of deep, deep, deep disappointment. You're thinking to yourself, I voted the right way. I stood on the right side of history. I did all the right things, and things still didn't turn out the way that I wanted them to. Trust me when I say, I understand. And I've heard that some of you are now buying blue bracelets. I'm not here to stop you. I'm just saying that if you do buy a bracelet, make sure you buy a matching t-shirt from a black woman. I just so happen to be a black woman who has some available, like this very popular one here that says I was in the 45% that understood the assignment. And since I know that you are also a very smart woman, likely college educated, if you are watching this video, then you know exactly where the links are. So go there and click add to cart, and then check out. Now you've done something that truly impacts the community that you want to support and empower. Everyone wins.
Question for the white women with the blue bracelets is, whose behalf did you think?
So while y'all are at it with these bracelets, can you guys figure out how to make some that can identify men who don't rape women or sexually abuse women? Because not all men, right? So maybe if men just wore bracelets, the ones that don't do anything bad to women, wore bracelets to let us know that we were safe, then everything would be solved, right? Not actually them getting out and marching to protect our rights. Just that. All that power they hold, and they just want to wear a fucking bracelet. Imagine that.
We're gonna wear the blue bracelet. Y'all already fucked up.
Follow that creator, listen to this video. She's right. You've already let the dangerous people know how they can have more easy access to prey on marginalized communities. But story time of 2016. 2016, it wasn't blue bracelets, it was safety pins. And what I learned from that was the women who wanted to accessorize their activism were the ones, when push came to shove, they would shove marginalized people out of activist communities. I do not think it is a coincidence that whenever I lived in Louisiana in 2016, 2017, and the Daughters of the Confederacy wanted to bring a Confederate statue from New Orleans and stick it on our local federal courthouse lawn, and the black community came to us and asked us to help them, partner with them, that it was the women wearing the freaking safety pins, turns out we're members of the Daughters of Confederacy. I have so much more I could say about this.
Okay. This is for all the people, our fellow white women who want to make the blue bracelets. Okay, hear me out. I'm not trying to be a hater. I'm really not. But to be honest, it's a little annoying, because why is it after everything that happens, it's always like we have to coddle y'all. We have to find a way for y'all to feel comfortable and to be like, well, we want to make sure people know we didn't vote for him. And like, why is that your first thought? Like, I understand. Again, I'm not trying to be offensive. I understand that your heart is in the right place, but maybe go get black friends. Maybe go actually research a different community. Maybe like share content of black creators. There's a lot of ways you can show, but it's just giving, let me make something and have something so that I can feel comfortable. Or here's another thought. Maybe y'all just feel uncomfortable for a minute, and welcome to our world. I literally had someone message me on Instagram, someone I knew, a white friend, and she was like, oh great, now everyone's gonna think that I'm one of the white people that voted for him. That was like the first thing she said, and I'm just like, welcome to our world where people look at you and make assumptions. Oh my god, what? How? You have to be uncomfortable for a minute and like actually explain yourself, and people will just assume by looking at your skin that you did something? Welcome to our world. Okay, I'm again not trying to be bitter, not trying to be mean. I love the idea, I love the thought, but maybe just put that on the back burner and actually do the real work versus wearing a blue bracelet. Go talk to your bestie. Go talk to Uncle Bob. Go talk to Aunt Sally. Go make yourself uncomfortable and go make other people uncomfortable, okay? Beyond a blue bracelet. It's beyond a blue bracelet. It's a little more than a blue bracelet. And I hear you, and I understand that you're just trying to get thoughts and like ideas and, you know, be part of the change. But I think we need more than some blue bracelets from y'all. That is all.
Can somebody help me understand the point of these blue bracelets and what that's supposed to help? Did blue bracelets exist before this, and will they exist after this? Are these specialized blue bracelets that only verified liberal women will have access to? What happens if you lose a blue bracelet? How many conservative women have blue as a favorite color and also own blue bracelets themselves? To me, the blue bracelets is the equivalent of a man saying, not all men. When I see women upset and crying about what may happen as a result of Trump's presidency to women, my first thought is to say, well, whatever, I didn't vote for Trump. And then run around and have this little secret Mickey Mouse clubhouse handshake with every other man who didn't vote for Donald Trump. I'm thinking of a way to contribute to a strategy to ensure this doesn't happen again. That's what's needed.